I love that too. She'd be the full head honcho, like she's the oldest. Would you want big or smaller? Like, would you want a lot of kids?
Like a big family?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I come from a big family. I seen some in a stand-up show the other day, and this guy was talking on stage, and he was like, you know, when I used to watch Full House, like as a kid, if that was any other ethnicity family, it would just be called House, not Full House. And I was like, it's so true, because like we had like 15 people in our house all day, every day, you know. So yeah, it's something I'm used to. I'm enjoying the peace and quiet of it just being me and Khai. But eventually, yeah, like I'd like to lean into that. Yeah, maybe I'd say like maybe four. No more than four.
Okay, no more.
Yeah.
And then you get four and you're like, okay, one more.
Maybe we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
I guess I'd have to find a partner first.
Yeah, wait, shit. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll talk about dating.
I have to ask her as well, you know. It's not really on me.
You're like, we can pretend all day, Alex, but
it's really up to the woman.
Yeah. How do you think, though, your upbringing has also influenced your parenting style now?
I thought my upbringing was gonna influence my parenting style in a way that I would be super strict and like, you know, regimented with everything, and it's a complete opposite. Like, I do not care to admit that I'm a complete pushover when it comes to my daughter. She looks at me a type of way, and I just kind of just like melt a little bit, and then just give in to her.
Yeah. Like, what is an example she gets away with?
Whenever she wants like a candy or something that she's not meant to be having, or it's a bit late and she don't want to go to sleep, she's like, can I watch one more cartoon? And I'm like, yeah, you can, yeah.
I love that for Khai. You told me that spending time with your daughter has helped you reconnect with your own inner child. What has that looked like for you over the years?
My own inner child has always been pretty loud and prominent in my personality. I think it's the reason I'm a creative. I like painting and, you know, doing things that might be more appealing to, you know, people of a younger age. But since doing it with her, she's just kind of brought a lot of things back for me, like how much I enjoy doing them things, you know, during the day, watching cartoons, things like that, like watching films and just enjoying kiddie stuff with her, you know, messing around with Play-Doh and sand and all the messy shit.
All the good stuff.
Yeah, no glitter though. Glitter's not allowed in my house. That's the
Why?
only thing, because I hate it. I hate
So
glitter.
if she came to you and said, Dad.
She's not allowed. She knows. She won't even ask me. She knows she'll be hiding little vials of glitter to put on her artwork.
What bad experience did you have with glitter?
Just, yeah, glitter goes everywhere. It gets on everything. Gets stuck on your face and your eyes and your nose. It's weird. Yeah.
So that's where you will not be a pushover.
So I draw the line.
Okay,
yeah.
Good to know. It's glitter. Zayn's line is glitter for his daughter. Got it. You became a dad at 27 years old. That's pretty young.
Yeah.
When you look back, what do you remember feeling? Like, were you scared at all? Were you nervous?
Yeah, definitely. I was very nervous. Yeah. It's something I'd always really like looked forward to. And I remember my parents even saying to me, my father used to say to me, oh, when you have a kid yourself, that's when you're going to grow up, you know? So it was always like this hinge point in my mind where I was like, oh, when I get there, this will happen, you know? So I was kind of just expecting a lot of things to happen that didn't, and kind of, you know, over-emptying or preempting what, you know, was going to be the situation, and just putting, you know, 80 years of pressure over a lifespan on myself in 5 minutes, finding out that my girlfriend's pregnant, you know what I mean? So it was a lot. But in reality, it's been completely different. You know, you take it a day at a time, and she's such an amazing human being that I just feel honored, really, without sounding too cheesy, to just be her dad and be around her, yeah.
Isn't that so weird though? Like, when you grow up, you have these ideas of adults, and then you become an adult and you're like, wait, being an adult is kind of like, you're not actually an adult.
Oh, nobody has a fucking clue what they're doing. No one ever did. Everyone was just lying to me.
It's so crazy. We look at our parents and we're like, oh my God, like, you're so old. I'm going to be like
all figured out, you know everything. But yeah, they don't know anything either.
They don't know anything.
They're just as scared as you.
Right? So I do think it's also weird. It's like when you hit these milestones in life, we have a expectation of exactly what we're going to feel like, oh, I'll be changed, I'll be better, I'll be this. And then you get there and it's like, you're still the same person. Like, your life doesn't just change completely overnight like that. So it is helpful as you go through those big life stages to kind of give yourself grace in those moments, to be like, so then everyone must feel this way. It's not just me, right?
Yeah, you would hope so anyway.
Okay, we have to talk a little bit about dating. Which I already feel like I know your answer.
D-Day.
No. What?
We have to talk about D-Day.
What did you just say?
Did you just say D-Day?
No, dating.
Dating. I thought you said we have to talk about D-Day. I was like, what is this? I don't even know what this is.
D-Day. Dating. Which
Dating.
maybe to you feels like me asking about D-Day because you're like, that's like Freudian moment. You're like, no, wait, what?
Oh,
D-Day.
shit.
Fuck. Are you seeing anyone right now?
No.
I knew you were going to say that. Not even like texting. Okay. That's fair. You're not dating. You're talking.
I've got a few friends, yeah. But no, I'm not dating anybody.
Okay. So a few friends. You went on Tinder once, right? Did you ever make it out of the app?
No one ever believed it was me, to be honest with you. So it didn't really work for me. But yeah.
What was your profile picture?
Of me.
But like, was it from Google?
No, it's on no app, like camera roll pictures.
Okay. So like it wasn't online that you could find it?
No.
Well, that's like the tell. They should have known it was
Yeah,
you.
but what are they going to do? Search online?
Yeah, fair.
Is this photo from online?
So dating apps are not for you anymore?
Not really.
How has being a dad impacted the way that you approach dating right now?
I don't know if being a dad's changed the way I approach dating. I guess the only difference with that is the time, you know? Like I said, when I'm not working, I'm with Khai. So like finding the time to even go on dates and do that kind of stuff is a bit difficult, I'll be honest with you.
What would it take for you to introduce someone to your daughter?
I think I'd have to be really serious about that woman and like maybe plan on marrying her before she'd be introduced to my daughter.
But before the woman gets a ring, she's gonna meet Khai, right? You're like wedding day.
I'd have to decide. No, maybe on the third day, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna marry this woman. Nah, you can meet my bird. You can meet my daughter. Sorry, yeah, my daughter can meet my bird. Or you can meet my chickens. It's up to you.
Hold on. You're saying that
bird is a northern.
You call bird.
You're female. You're bird.
Female.
Yeah,
Okay. I was like, she's meeting the chickens.
No, she's meeting my girlfriend.
Maybe the girlfriend first meets the girls.
Yeah, the chickens.
Then the turtles, and then slowly, if the vibe is right, Khai one day.
I just feel like it's a lot of pressure, you know?
Yeah.
Like, call me old school when I say this, but like, I won't want to ever put that kind of pressure on somebody else even, you know? Like, meet my daughter, have a relationship with her, then don't work out between me and you, and then you've gone somewhere and my daughter's got this relationship with you and she don't get to see you again. Kind of sucks, you know? Like, I won't want to put her through that. It's kind of on me, so I feel like I have to be smarter about that. And obviously I'm joking. Like, maybe if I was dating a bird for like a decent amount of time, 5-6 months properly, and we get serious, then I'd say, oh yeah, like, do you want to meet my daughter, you know? When I know she's not crazy.
No. Yeah. You need to like really make sure you're like putting her through tests, and finally you're like, okay, you have passed the not crazy test. Now is the next step. Yeah. You've obviously been in a public relationship before. Mm-hmm. Would you be open to that again? No. Or are we going full private? No.
Yeah, no. I'm not looking for a public relationship again. And just out of experience, no, offense to anybody that I have been in public relationships with before. I've just learned from it that it don't work for me, you know? I'm quite a private person. I don't really strive for people's, approval or attention. So the relationship should really be between me and that person. And I think that personality type somebody who doesn't want to do that would be more suited to me, you know?
Oh man, maybe you're gonna find like a Pennsylvania baddie. Cause like girls in Pennsylvania don't expect,
Some bad Amish bird.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, I didn't expect this life in like the limelight. Like, it's fine if we never leave the farm.
Yeah.
Okay, keep me updated. Good to know. All the girls in Pennsylvania are like, I must find him back on the dating apps. For 10 really formative years of your life, from 17 to about 27, you were in serious relationships. This is kind of the longest you've ever publicly been single. What was the scariest part of being alone for the first time?
Again?
You didn't care.
I don't find being alone scary. Like, again, I think it links to the other question you asked me about, like, how are you cool with yourself? I'm cool with myself. I like my own thoughts. I like to do things myself, and I like to be in my own company. I'm not codependent like that at all. even with my parents, like I love them, I respect them. They're always there if I need them, but I'm not codependent on them. You know, I don't need to speak to them every single day and check things with them. So it wasn't really scary for me. Honestly, again, no disrespect to all the past relationships I've been in, because people tend to take things out of context. No disrespect at all. It was freeing. Like, I am that type of person who, you know, runs on my own clock, answers to myself. So it was so freeing to me. I could just do things, make plans, sleep into whatever time I want. You know what I mean?
It's nice.
Like, go to bed whatever time I want, eat what I want, like eat in the bed, like all kinds of shit, you know, that like is not cool when you're in a couple. So yeah, it's just been freeing for me, and no pressure, you know, like I can't really get in trouble that way either. You know, I tend to get in trouble in relationships too, because I was young and, you know, did certain things, you know, spoke to other females when I shouldn't have been, as most people do. You live and learn from it. But this way, there's no guilt, you know? I can just be free and speak to whoever I want. And, you know, hopefully if I meet somebody that I want to be serious with, I'll have spent enough time in this place to know that I want to be with that person and be committed to them.
It's a great point. It's like you can acknowledge you messed up when you were younger and you're not proud of it, but also like unless you're ready to get into a relationship where you know you can be faithful.
Keep doing the same thing, you know?
Yeah. But okay, I feel like there's a difference between enjoying your own company and then self-isolation. Have you ever intentionally
self-isolated?
Yes.
To a certain degree, I think I did a little bit like after the band, you know, like I took a bit of time to myself. But I wouldn't say it's complete isolation. I always still have people around, you know. My manager's always around that works with me, and like my best friends come out and see me from time to time. Not as much as I'd like, because it is quite a long flight, but I wouldn't say it's like self-isolation. It's more just like removing myself from the noise for a bit.
You said that you're finally in a place now where you don't need another person to identify or find yourself in. That's what we're talking about. How in the past were you losing yourself in past relationships?
I don't know if I was necessarily losing myself. I just felt like there was so many things I had to do in order for this other person to be happy, and things that I didn't necessarily find enjoyment in, you know, like I'm not the type of dude that likes to go to 5-star Michelin restaurants every night and get pictured and, you know, go here and go there. And this person's invited you and they're really famous, so you should go hang out with them. I'm like, you know, because we both got the same job, you're just going to put us on a play date. Yeah, for me, like it doesn't make sense like that. Yeah, so yeah, I just tend to just stay away from them things.
It's actually the best thing you've said today. I don't want to go on a play date with other famous people. Sue me. It's refreshing. Yeah. But I think it's hard to not get caught up in that, because I think there's so many people that can be like, this is how it goes when you get famous.
Well, I think so many people have so much value on that too. You know, the way the world runs is like, you know, who you're associated with is a reflection of you, and people use that and, you know, social media to put off a false portrayance of whatever their life is, and everything's hunky-dory and fairies and rainbows, and in reality it doesn't quite work like that.
I'm happy that I feel like enough people now are starting to see through that. Like so many people doing things for social media, and then the minute it happens or it's posted, a lot of times if you know the person, you're like, wait, that is like they're not even that happy. Like that's literally bullshit. Like I just saw them crying at the club the other night, but they're like, and they're miserable. So it's like, that is such a sad and isolating life to live. And I have actually empathy for it, because it's probably like feels very validating in the moment, but it's almost like a quick dopamine hit and then it's over. And so
it usually stems from insecurity, right?
Yes, yes. And so you're sitting here being like, you've done so much work on yourself. You've always felt pretty good alone. And so now you need someone that can kind of meet you there instead, which is amazing.
I'd like that, yeah.
I also feel like your 20s are all about making mistakes and figuring yourself out. And now in your 30s, you're really coming into your own. I asked you when I first interviewed you to describe yourself in 3 words.
Yeah.
What do you think you said?
I have no idea. I probably said that's really difficult.
I think you did say that, but then I forced you to answer. Okay, give me 3 words that you would describe yourself as now, and then let's see if it's the same.
I think one of the words was definitely chill. I don't know if it was.
Correct.
Was it? Yeah.
Chill is on there. 2 more.
All right. So right now I would say chill, and chill.
Zayn?
No, I'm joking. It's hard for me. I don't really like to talk about myself in that way, you know, like give myself an adjective.
Well, you did it 3 years ago.
Did I?
Do you want to know?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Chill, funny, loving guy.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I like that. That's my guy there.
You're like, hey, I like him. Do you still relate?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Love that. You said in an interview that you don't know if you've ever truly been in love. Do you still stand by that?
Yeah. Yeah. Because like my understanding of love is always developing, you know. At that moment in time, I might have thought it was love, but as I've got older, I realized maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was lust. Maybe it was this. Maybe it was that. I don't feel like it was love. And to be fair, like just to say this on record, I will always love G because she is the reason my child is you know, on this earth. And I have the utmost respect for her. I will always love her, but I don't know if I was ever in love with her. Yeah.
I mean, I can imagine there's so much pressure. I agree, and even you having to clarify, like everyone's always probably like, what do you?
Yeah, and that's what, because before, even when I said it, I think people took it a type of way.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yo, I have so much respect for this woman, and I do love her, crazy amount. But yeah, no, but I don't think I was in love with her at that point. Otherwise, I would have been a better version of myself. Yeah.
I think that's fair to say. Anxiety. We talked about it when you came on the show last time. How are you managing those feelings today?
Again, I think I said this to you before, but like anxiety is a thing that I think, you know, all of us are dealing with. We just now have a word to explain it. And you feel that in, you know, small increments throughout your day. A certain situation might make you feel something, but one thing I've learned since becoming a father is that it's good to overcome them feelings and push through it. Because, you know, I'm sat here all the time telling my daughter to do things and, you know, just get over it, you'll be fine, you'll be cool. And I'm a bit of a hypocrite if I'm not doing that myself.
Yeah. You went from disappearing from the public eye, essentially, to now coming back, doing a Vegas residency and a full stadium and arena tour. What shifted for you in that headspace?
I think it was around like 2020. I was wanting to go back on tour anyway. Like whenever I drive past the like arena or something, I was like, I don't mind performing there. What's this arena called? And I kept asking the question and it was kind of going to happen. And then COVID came and destroyed the entire world. So, you know, that old saying, if you want to make God laugh, try to come up with your own plan. And then when that happened, it just spurred me further. This want and desire to like kind of be back on stage. And again, I know I always bring it back to Khai since she's being born, but it's kind of just wanting to show her that like, I can do it. And like, this is what your dad does, you know, this is my job. Yeah, I don't want her to be watching old videos of me in the band, you know, like it doesn't even really look like me anymore.
You're like, I'm way more handsome now, guys. Come
on.
Do you think that your vocals have gotten better since then too?
I'd like to think so, yeah.
I think so.
Appreciate it.